Welcome anyone to the Gaming Chamber podcast. This is your host, 2 Beats to Kill You, and we are on. Wait a minute, are we on episode
I
21
think we're
now?
drinking. Oh
I
yeah, I
think
was gonna say we're drinking
I think
age.
we're at drinking age now. We are at drinking age.
Yay. Yay.
Yeah. So that means Doctor Disrespect doesn't like this episode. All right, and
I think it's the last couple episodes.
yeah, exactly. And as you can hear in the background, oh my god, I'm already messing up. As you can hear with me, joining me as usual, JJ and Devin. Those two
We're
thorns
both
in my
ready
side.
to
my
rip it
God.
and grip it this episode.
I knew he was in. Oh my god. Obviously, no one heard before we started recording. They were saying this a lot.
It's been a good episode so far. We can just stop right now.
Like, well, that
This is gonna put us on the map.
They're gonna put us on the map. This episode right here is gonna put us on the map. This is gonna be the fabled Rip It and Grip It, Rip It and Grip It episode. Oh my god! All right.
I'm gonna be pissed if you don't call it the Grippin.
Yeah.
No, you do.
You know what? I think
Yeah.
I found the. I think I found the title.
You're probably the guy that fucking calls them Reese's Pieces too, like a fucking
Reese's
asshole.
Pieces. Reese's
Anyone-
Pieces.
Yeah, anyone who calls Reese's Pieces is a moron. That's just science.
I mean, you've
You're
had
fucking retarded, bro.
you've had like
The ad
problems
says
with
it.
other, like, remember that one video game? I'm trying to remember. There was a video game you're like, that's not what it's called. When you used to work at GameStop, people would go and buy it.
Titus?
There's a
I don't know. I had one person come in and say, "I want IV." I'm like, "What? What is IV?" I was like searching for it, and it's just like, or I was typing like I, like just the letter I. I was typing in like I, like an eyeball.
Oh no!
And I was just trying to find it and couldn't find it. And I was like, "Does it go by like a different name? Like, are you sure? Like, it's not like an old game or whatever?" And they're like, "No, Grand Theft Auto IV."
God damn!
Oh my god! I'm like, those are Roman numerals.
That's when you realize like you can't play this game. You're too fucking dumb.
Yeah, I'm like, those
you
are
deserve
Roman
to play
numerals. Like, what are you talking about, you asshole? Like, you made me search this whole time. They're like, yeah, because I was like IV, and they're like, yeah, like it's been out for a while.
Why would they say that?
Dude.
Oh my god! That's too good.
Oh yeah, I remember the game. People would come in and be like, "I want Deus Ex."
Deus
like,
Ex. There we go.
Deus Ex. Deus Ex. They're like, yeah, that one.
That's the
I'm
one.
like, if you're too dumb to fucking pronounce this name, like, no.
Deus Ex. I fucking love it, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was a fun one, but yeah. I'm just like, you fucking IV was one I was just like, I never got that one again after that. I was like, what the fuck you talking about? IV?
So as you can tell, Devin has a problem with people mispronouncing just anything, apparently.
Well, because okay, so I can get behind if someone's like, it's not Reese's, they're like, it's Reese's. I'm like, that's fine, but you can't just change the word pieces to PCs.
That really,
if you want
PCs you off?
Yes, it does.
You should get punched in the face.
I mean,
no sense. Like, you're just trying to be like,
you're not wrong.
I don't know, like rhyming or whatever. It's like, no, like, and it's just Reese's.
You're like, no, Pieces. We're not doing this.
Yeah. What wasn't Reese's Pieces in like fucking ET? Like, it's been named in mainstream media. Like, you can't just change the fucking name because you think it's fucking cute.
I mean, you know, there's certain words that doesn't matter if it's been like said even by like creators of things. Like the famous one, GIF. Like the creator of it is like, no, it's supposed to be pronounced GIF, even though it stands for graphics interface format or some shit like that. I'm like, it's not graphics, it's graphics. So why would he say, yeah, GIF sounds right? I mean, I still say GIF, so.
Like, yeah, GIF. Like GIF, the peanut butter?
Yeah, exactly.
Are we calling GIF fucking wrong too?
Well, I mean, that one's spelled with a J. Unless you want to be like a Mexican and call it Yif or some shit.
Yeah.
I can say that. I can make that
Yeah.
joke, audience. I'm Hispanic. My
No, you
last
don't.
name
No,
is
you're not.
Morales. I'm
Pixar
like,
didn't happen.
I can
No,
make that
no,
joke.
no.
Pixar didn't happen.
I can make fun of Mexicans. I am Hispanic. My family is from fucking
And
Durango.
cancel. Oh, looks like we got it. Like it's the beginning episode, and we're fucking canceled.
Yeah.
And we're
Oh,
already canceled. Racist confirmed. Gaming Chamber podcast host Everett Morales, racist to Mexicans. Confirmed. All right.
Ripping it, racist.
In the infamous Grippin and Rippin episode. Oh my god. This fucking episode is already off the rails and we're like, what, 5 minutes in or some shit. I fucking love it. Okay, let's go ahead and let's let's get to what we've been playing the past week. Devin, what have you been playing?
Just Elden Ring, and then we played Rock Band a couple nights ago.
That was pretty fun actually. I have not played Rock Band online before like that. That was a pretty
Yeah, you
cool experience.
suck.
Okay, whatever, dude.
What? I was getting 100%, and you
You
were
were
just over
playing
here.
bass. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play bass and just doom, 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 doom.
Hey,
I'm over here
you're the
playing
one who was like,
guitar.
"I want to play guitar." I hadn't played a
Whatever.
fucking rhythm game in years. Probably the last rhythm game I played was fucking DJ Hero, which is goated of all rhythm
Oh my
games,
god.
and I will
Look,
not
I'm
take
not a
any
guitar
other
player.
opinions.
I'm not a guitar player, okay? I'm a drummer. If I had a drum set, it'd be a completely different story. I don't have the drum
Yeah,
set
sure.
though. So
That's what
I
they
have an
say.
excuse. I have an excuse.
I have
So
an
Yeah, we're
excuse too.
spend $500
I'm white.
for a
I have
drink
no
stick.
rhythm.
you're white, you have no rhythm? Oh my god.
Yes.
You know what? Fuck. Yeah, I can't
Got
argue
you
with
there,
that.
buddy.
I know. You know what? He got me there. Yeah. I can't
I
argue
have no
with that one.
rhythm. I can't dance. Like,
He's like, you ever seen those gifs of
But
people?
I'm an all star at Just Dance though. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god. So have
I
you
was trying to
beaten
find my fucking game.
have you
That was
beaten the
Rock Band
Erdtree
4.
DLC yet, Devin? You still
No,
haven't
I haven't
beaten
even
it.
tried to. I haven't even tried to fight the final boss yet.
Yeah, he is kind of a bitch. Not kind of.
You're talking
He's a
about the.
bitch.
Oh, I was like me. I'm like, I just haven't had time. I've had some personal stuff to deal with this week, but yeah.
Oh. No, but that last boss is fucking.
Easy? Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's easy for someone like JJ, who's a fucking like I don't even know what. He's like Rain Man when it comes to Souls games. So
I still haven't beat the last boss.
wait, you haven't beat it yet?
No, once Final Fantasy came out, I stopped playing.
Oh shit! I'm the only one who's beaten Radon. Spoilers for Erdtree final boss. Huh. It's kind of interesting, actually. Didn't think I'd be the
Especially with
first
this
one.
fucking up a couple times. I should have probably jumped back, but I did.
Yeah.
I was just so discouraged waiting for like a year to play this, and then fucking game's unplayable sometimes.
So JJ, you were talking to me earlier, or you mentioned it in a not talking to me, but you mentioned it in a message you wanted to talk about Final Fantasy because obviously that's what you've been playing, right? But so because you wanted to talk about that, it's this little segment I just made up before we started the podcast. Let's go with JJ's FF update. Go ahead, JJ.
Yeah, I guess. So last week I was talking about how the Xbox client was crashing and stuff and freezing when we would load into areas like doing dungeons, like they would crash. You have to restart the game. Well, they did make a patch earlier. I want to say like probably Tuesday or Wednesday when they did the patch where it shouldn't like do that anymore, but they're still working on it. And until they're fully resolved and how long it takes, they might give us even more game time. So it's going to get 8 to 10 days. We might get more game time as well. That's for like the Xbox client side. And I started noticing a lot of people don't like one of the main characters named Lament. She is a female like lion race. They finally added female for that race because there's only males. When the last expansion, Shadowbringers, I think, and one of those ones added the new race. And I guess the voice actor is a trans person. and people are getting really fucking butthurt that a trans person is playing the one of like the main story characters in the expansion. So a lot of people are kind of getting mad about that and like hated on her acting and stuff. I don't know. It's just I don't think it's a big deal.
I mean, voice acting. I hate that kind of stuff. Like when when people have to get pissed off about like, oh, this person shouldn't voice this character because they're not this, they're not that, or whatever. Like it's voice
If they do a
acting.
good job, who cares?
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
I mean, like
Hate on them if they do a Peter Dinklage job as
yo,
Ghost.
fucking Adam Wong, dude, from fucking Resident Evil 4 remake, dude. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, hate on them if they suck. Like I don't care who voices anything. If you're good, you're good. If you suck, you suck.
that's the thing. I think it's if you're good at doing the voice, if it's a good voice, like I remember a lot of people were pissed off about I'm forgetting the voice actress's name, but she did like Kate, which is funny actually. She did Kate Diaz. It's supposed to be like a Hispanic type character in Gears 5, but she voiced the black character in Uncharted 4 and Uncharted, that spin-off game that they had. What, Lost Legacy? Yeah, she voiced the black character, and the voice actress is white. There was a lot of people pissed off about that because she's white and she's voicing a black character. But I'm like, who gives a fuck? If the voice works for the character, the voice works for like that kind of stuff is stupid because like then because everyone goes into the like oh they have to like match that or whatever. I'm like, no, because then like we wouldn't have that iconic Bobby Hill voice if it had to be like a little boy voicing Bobby Hill. That's a woman voicing Bobby Hill.
A lot of young people are fucking women that voice like Ash Ketchum.
Ash Ketchum, yeah.
The
Veronica Taylor.
The female version of the Japanese Goku is a fucking woman.
Yeah, the Japanese version, right? Yeah. It's no. Is it Goku or
like?
I thought it was just Gohan.
No, it's Goku. It could be both, to be honest. But
you're probably right. See, yeah, that kind of stuff. If the voice works, the voice works. I don't care if like.
Yeah. Maybe it's like I can't like the character is like kind of whatever because this expansion is kind of like, oh, I'm a family. We're trying to get the new successor for this clan. Blah blah blah. And it's just one of those. I want to go be with the people. So I'm like, this is kind of fucking cringe, bro. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm just here to kick ass. But I think that's kind of what it was. So her expressions are kind of seem dull a little bit, and I think just people are just hating on her because she is trans. Like, okay, that doesn't affect the voice acting. So
yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, like I said,
that's a little just a controversy that's kind of happening about that.
That's kind of dumb. Obviously, I'm one of those people, who hates that kind of stuff too, where they're like, oh, it's clearly just to check off boxes or whatever it is, but sometimes it's just...
Yeah, I think they wanted people to have like gay characters in the game, I think, but the main guy Yoshida is like, no. There's no point. Like, what's the point of having gay people in the game? It's just about adventure, kicking ass, doing whatever, raids in dungeons and stuff. Like if it like it's part of like some story thing, but other than that, not just to make characters gay, just to make them gay and lame. But
put a chick in it, make her gay and lame.
Yeah, but
yeah,
no, I think that's fine. Because I know like there's the server I play on is named Siren. It's a very big LGBTQ server, so there's a lot of people doing and like voicing their opinions in the main towns and stuff. But I think that's really it for the Final Fantasy update.
Oh, all right. As for me, I've just been playing more Elden Ring. I actually went back to the base game and started a whole new playthrough because I was just really into it. I'm like, you know what? I want to play this game again. Let's test how well I've gotten at Souls games. And I still suck, but hey, I'm having fun. That's and in the end, that's all that matters, right? To have fun.
Nope.
No, that's
you gotta get good.
Gotta get
good.
The
other game I tried was the first Descendant.
My brother's been playing that. He says it's really good, and I've seen mixed stuff on it online, but I mean, it's the internet, so
No, I was kind of getting it's like bored. I guess like I just played. I'm like I don't know. I just can't. It's not
well,
my cup of tea.
I
Leader
would
and
say
shooter shit.
I was gonna say I don't think those are your types of games because if that
I
if
walked in and see a whole bunch of microtransactions. Like, oh, you get 3 characters for free. Oh, there's a whole bunch of there's like 10 different new characters you have to buy with obviously in game currents like not in game like actual cash to get new characters for different abilities and stuff. And it's just like, oh, it's one of these fucking games.
yeah, it's basically Destiny. Like from everything I've
Like,
gleaned off of
is
it,
it a Korean fucking game?
I would not know.
Like, because I usually like Korean like MMOs and all that stuff like Lost Ark and shit. Like they pop off because again it's free. But guess what? Fucking there's a big thing about that because it's all the microtransactions. They make it where if you want to upgrade again, you're gonna have to spend some real money or spend like a fucking month to get to the next level. So what is it gonna be?
Yeah,
So that's why I feel like this game. Usually these games kind of just fucking die out after a while, and then people just go back to their actual games they play a fuck ton
well,
like Destiny.
I mean, like these types of games, the reason they die out too is because like, I mean, this one could, like I said, I've heard some good stuff of it. Maybe it could stay the course and like just keep going, but it is going to be dependent on how well they support the game and everything, and maybe like tune it out a little bit because you're saying like because I've seen that too, like the whole microtransactions a little bit too much. So
Like I get it, like free games need to make money, but it's like it's just it feels like it's kind of like a mobile game, how you can play like one of those free mobile games and stuff, but they just bombard you with all the fucking microtransactions. A little bit like if I'm gonna do anything crazy fast, buy it. That's what that's the vibes I get from the game. That's why it's kind of like whatever. It looks good, I'm not gonna lie, it looks fucking good. Um,
yeah, it's on
using
the
the abilities and stuff like
Unreal
that
Engine,
looks.
isn't it? It's on the
I think
Unreal
so.
Engine. Yeah, so that makes
It's
sense.
yeah, it's kind of hard to make a game look like shit on the Unreal Engine 5. So you have to like purposely like fuck it up.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
mean,
people that want to play it, it's cool. That's how I just wanted to throw that in there. Just because it came out fucking Tuesday, I think the 3rd or like the 2nd. And then it came out second.
Wednesday or something. I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. And then, but I think it was the servers fucked up in the beginning as well, or something like that.
Shocker.
Right? Because again, everyone wants to play it because free.
Well, yeah. Duh. Yeah. Um. Yeah. No, like I mentioned, just playing more Elden Ring. Also downloaded all the Dead Rising games recently.
Dude, I see they're on sale, bro.
Well, I had already owned because they had that triple pack that had Dead Rising remastered, Dead Rising 2, and Dead Rising
Off the record.
off the record. Yeah, like the remasters. I bought Dead Rising 3 fucking like when it came out on Xbox One. As for Dead Rising 4, I think actually Devin bought Dead Rising 4, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
I bought like the fucking Ultimate Edition that had like all the season pass stuff in it.
Yeah. So
there's like a mini golf fucking expansion in that. It's actually pretty fun.
yeah, I think I remember playing that a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, with the whole Dead Rising Deluxe remaster, even though it's more of a remake, uh, coming out or announcement, I was like, you know what? I want to play through the Dead Rising games. Probably start that this week, playing through Dead Rising 1 and 2, and actually, I'm pretty sure they have co-op, right? Dead Rising 2. Devin, if you want to play that, we can play that.
Yeah, they're right there. On that co-op. And then three has co-op, obviously. I think Off the Record has co-op too, right?
It should. I don't see why it
Yeah, I
wouldn't.
think 2 and 3, all the 2s and all the all the 3. The only I'm just saying all the 2s and the 3. Those have co-op, but 1 and 4 don't.
Yeah, I looked. 4 doesn't have co-op, which
I don't know why they took it out. It's like I don't know. What's more fun than going around a mall and the surrounding areas of the mall and killing things with your buddies?
I always wanted to try to unlock all like the Mega Man shit from the Dead Rising stuff, like all the weapons you can get in there.
I remember in the original release of Dead Rising 1, I did eventually get the Mega Man, the Mega Buster.
You had to kill like what 52 fucking
Because
thousand or
yeah, it
some
was
shit like that.
because yeah, I think you got it when you got that like 52,000 zombie achievement, which like I said,
Yeah,
I went for, and it was a grind, but I did go for it, and then yeah, you get that, which was pretty cool. But
yeah. Fun fact: I got the what was it? The little Lego fucks? Like what are they called? Like
the yeah, I know
I
what
can't
you're talking
remember.
about because they're
Yeah,
Mega
like those
Man,
guys.
they're Mega Man
Yeah,
characters. They're
yeah. I got that. My dad helped me make the helmet for that for one on Halloween, like
oh
when I
yeah,
was in high school.
oh,
Yeah, I made that shit. Oh, my
that's
dad made
actually
me
pretty
that, and
cool.
I just wore it. Had like you can like see through it and everything like that. It's fucking cool as shit.
That's
The
actually
only
pretty
one
cool.
the costume actually like try to make, because like with my I think my setup was I had the helmet on Frank West and a tuxedo. That was my shit. That's what I was wore. So the cutscenes were super funny as shit. Like something like crazy, like somebody fucking died. Like oh no, and you see just the smiling Lego face.
That's funny.
I think that's what I liked about it. Was like real time cutscenes, right, or some shit? Because you have like actually like what your character looks like instead of like pre-made like
Yeah,
oh your
no,
character's
yeah, that
your
was
default shit.
all the games. I'm pretty sure 4 still did it too, or whatever. But yeah, that was something I really would like. There would be even like sometimes like some like they're having like a serious like a cutscene and like maybe a character died, and then like you have Frank West or Chuck Green, and they're wearing like that helmet of the whatever the character was. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're wearing like a dress or some shit, or like a sombrero or something. And it just looks stupid, but it was fucking great. I loved it. It was fucking great. I loved it. I love those. The Dead Rising games have been some of my favorite games for like years. Like when it comes to like the zombie games, I think those have been my favorite. Which is why I like I've mentioned a few times, or a couple times, whatever these past couple weeks and whatnot. I wish Microsoft would have just straight up bought the rights to the franchise or to the whatever, yeah, the franchise, so they could just be like, yeah, we're gonna be making Dead Rising games. Because well, especially too at the time when I thought
That'd
Capcom
be a
wasn't
really
gonna do
cool
anything.
zombie game to have for sure under their belt.
Well, I mean, just because I think if Capcom has not done like when it comes to franchises that I love from Capcom, the past 10 years they have not done like the best. I think. I mean, we've had Dead Rising 3 and 4, but nothing else
Yeah,
until
fans for Dino
this.
Crisis are just
Yeah,
waiting. It's like almost 30 years,
I don't
like
give a shit
25.
about Dino
Like,
Crisis. I don't give a shit about Dino
fuck 'em.
Crisis. I care about Mega Man and I care about Dead Rising. That's what I care about. When it comes to Capcom franchises, I care about Mega Man and I care about Dead Rising. Fucking Resident Evil's cool, but if they never made another Resident Evil game, I'm like, damn, that sucks. We're getting more Dead Rising though. Something like that. If they never made another Monster Hunter game, I'd be like, fuck yeah, because I don't care about that franchise at all. They never made another Street Fighter game. I would not give a fuck. I love Mortal Kombat. I'm a Mortal Kombat guy over Street Fighter. But
Oh, a Tekken. You a Tekken fighter? You seem like a Tekken man.
mm, I mean, I played it, but
I don't know, I barely say Tekken. Yeah, I like Mortal Kombat more.
I mean, like when it comes to fighters, there's only really two that like I've always been more into. Like I've never been a Tekken
Dead or
guy.
Alive.
I've never been a Dead or Alive guy really. Although I
Killer
did
Instinct.
like Killer Instinct back in the day, and I did like that the uh the one that came out with the Xbox One. That was really good. But like I've always been more of like a Mortal Kombat and Soul Calibur guy. Those have been like the ones that I really when it comes to fighting
Soul
games.
Calibur.
The Soul Calibur games are great. Like I like those. I like that. And that because is Tekken's a 3D fighter, right? Like it's a 3D arena.
Yes, it is.
Because
Yeah, you can go around like up and like you can go like forward and back and go around in a circle
yeah.
on your opponent if
So
you
when
want.
it came to that, when it comes to that, I'd rather play Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur is just like I didn't actually, even though I played the games a lot. I didn't like that Mortal Kombat went into that. For Mortal Kombat
Oh, when
4.
they did like Deception or some shit like that, or
Yeah, it was
Armageddon.
Mortal Kombat 4,
Oh,
Deception, Deadly Alliance. Basically from 4 onwards up until I guess Mortal Kombat versus DC, because Mortal Kombat Armageddon was still 3D, but like they like it was scaled back. They didn't want it, like they obviously were like, okay, yeah, this hasn't been a popular choice to make these games 3D arena fighters, but it still had that, like, but it wasn't as 3D arena ish. I don't know how to say it. Like it was, they were trying to like have some kind of weird middle ground until basically, actually maybe Mortal Kombat versus DC might have still been 3D arena, but in that weird middle ground. Maybe it wasn't until Mortal Kombat 9 when they decided, okay, fuck it, we're just a 2D fighter. I could be wrong. In Mortal Kombat DC, they did go back, but yeah, I never thought it worked for that. Mortal Kombat's always been better as a 2D fighter, but yeah, I don't know. All right, so
yeah, that's
you got
the goat.
you guys want to get
What do we
into this past week of news?
Yeah, finally.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to keep talking about Mortal Kombat. I want to keep talking about Mortal Kombat.
You want to keep
Beat
talking
that
about
dead
Mortal
horse for a
Kombat?
bit.
Let's keep talking about Mortal Kombat.
Let's beat that dead horse for a little longer.
Let's beat that dead. Let's get
Let's
yeah.
Grippin and Rippin.
Grip it and oh shit.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow. You know, speaking of Capcom, let's go ahead and start this news recap with a Capcom story. Resident Evil 9. I mean, we knew it was coming, right? Obviously, but this, I guess, Capcom has finally made it more of an official announcement, not an announcement, more official, that they're making Resident Evil 9, and I'm forgetting the guy's name, but the guy who directed Resident Evil 7, he's going to be the director for Resident Evil 9. So if you like that hillbilly hick house in the woods setting, he might do that a little bit more, maybe a different setting, I don't know, but yeah. I gotta
Well,
say
the
I'm not a
seven's the
fan.
scariest one, so
I gotta say I'm not a fan of Resident Evil 7. I try to play through it, I'm just like, I don't. It's because Resident Evil 7 was more into that like Alien Isolation style, where like you're trying to more sneak through, and then every so often you're getting chased. I don't care about that. I want a weapon. I want to shoot zombies, and yeah, like Resident Evil 6 went too far in the action, or 5 and 6 and all that stuff. I don't know. I liked Village a lot. I played through it. That just was basically Resident Evil 4, but in first person, as a first person shooter. So I think that's what Resident Evil should be more like. I don't know, but I don't know. Devin, you played through 7, right? Like, you did beat it, didn't you?
Yeah, I beat 7.
So
I never played like all the DLC. But yeah, I liked it, but I thought Village was much better. So, but I get why they have to have different directors, because like the guy who probably did Village is probably working on the next one, kind of like how Call of Duty has like alternating developers. So, I mean, it was still good. I mean, it was pretty scary, but I mean, yeah, like I didn't like how I was like. I mean, like so scarce on ammo, but I know that's part of like the game or whatever. But I do want a little bit more actiony stuff.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I think
Not
Village.
my favorite.
I think Village.
Village found a good compromise between the two.
It had that like still, where you're like, okay, I got to survive. The survival horror elements of of that. but it did, yeah. Especially, oh my god, especially near the end, it did have like a lot of action and everything. I don't, yeah. I think that's probably the better balance. Maybe the perfect balance is like the Resident Evil 4 remake. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah. I don't. As for I don't. JJ, did you play through Resident Evil 7?
I didn't beat it. I played it in VR though. That's the only reason why I bought a PlayStation VR. Was to play Resident Evil 7 in VR.
They really
But yeah,
did. Like they've kept re-releasing Resident Evil 7. Like they had that VR, and didn't they just release it, or they're about to release it on iPhone or
oh, they did
something?
it for 8. Yeah, no, they're releasing. I think they're probably releasing 7, but they're releasing 8 on the iPhone mobile. All that stuff. No, but I think that was the only reason why I bought the PlayStation VR is because they said that Resident Evil 7 will be compatible with the VR. So when I played it, it was just fucking scary, and I couldn't beat it. Which is Resident Evil 7 is I think out of the two, a lot less people fucking beat the game because it was just too fucking scary on 7. Which was good to certain parts. Like obviously it wasn't scary when I fucking had a fucking big dick shotgun. You know, nothing fucking gonna fuck with me. But yeah, like running it, like not having that much ammo, hiding and trying to like get the fuck out of there was a little annoying. I think that just prolongs the game, essentially like the game mechanics. Like, oh, this could be done in like 2 minutes, but if you have this monster walking around, we can send that 2 minutes to fucking like 10 minutes or some shit, you know? Because the monster is being erratic and just kind of just walking, doing its own thing. Or you have to wait for it to like move and get out of the way, and just hide. Like, don't get me wrong, some of the games are like fine with that, but I don't know. Hopefully, it's not too much. Like in the new one, like you're saying, like at least pick up maybe 8 or 4
I mean,
with the right bit of
you know,
action.
because that's the thing too. I mean, if it's the same director, that means it's probably gonna still be like it's gonna be another first-person game. That's another thing. I don't want it to be a first-person like game. I don't like Resident Evil as a first-person game. It just doesn't feel right
Well, because
somehow.
they had the big success from fucking Silent Hills or PT. The first,
I mean, yeah, that's obviously why they went that route with 7, because PT was such like a big like hit on online or whatever. But like, okay, do your own thing. Resident Evil's always been a third person game. Just keep doing that.
Silent Hill was always a third person game. And then he went his first.
Yeah, but honestly, the thing is, I think PT wasn't like, just because it was a first person game, a first person thing or whatever. I don't think Silent Hills was gonna be first person. Like, you don't hire fucking Norman Reedus to not show him. Like, I don't know. I think PT was just like that because obviously they were they were trying to hide who
But
the character
the
was.
fucking Silent Hill, the one that the fucking demo or the fuck, I forgot the one with that girl. It's not like the message or some shit like that. That's first person.
But they said right there, you said it's a demo, right? I think that's what they want to do that
It
because
wasn't. It wasn't a
it's a
demo.
demo.
I think it's a game, but it's like a weird short game.
It was like a phone game, wasn't it?
No, it's on the
I thought it
PS5.
was. Oh wow, it's on the PS5. Holy shit!
You beat it like in an hour. It's just kind of tries to get like that horror aspect, like Silent Hill, like oh, it's weird, creepy shit, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I think it's just like it's just Konami's made some fucking dog shit, you know. So I was like, I can't like my hopes are too high for fucking Silent Hill 2. I like the remake and all that shit. I want it to be perfect because it was such a fucking perfect fucking game for Silent fucking for like just horror survival horror game. It's just tough. It's like how we saw the Resident Evil 4, and then like how the fuck do you remake that? The game's already fucking like amazing, you know, like it's really good, and then they blew it out of the fucking water. Like yeah, they did really fucking good. It's amazing shit. A lot of quality of life shit, like running and shooting and all this other stuff was super nice. It's just anyway, I was just fucking going off fucking to another fucking franchise.
you're
Like
like, You're like, I could just go off
I don't know.
on
I
this.
feel like I feel the first version does get the spooky aspect for that. I like that. But yeah, I do like third person, like you say, like the older Resident Evils, because they can be so spooky with the. I think what to make it just spooky because of the camera angles in the original ones, locked camera angles, because like you can't see going around the corner, until like you go around the corner and boom, a zombie's right in front of your fucking face. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's like first person kind of can do that because you can, just third person peek or whatever the fuck. But no, hopefully it's cool. Can't wait. I'll probably buy it day one anyway. So
I mean, yeah. Devin, do you think day one Resident Evil 9?
Probably just because I day one bought Village 7. I can't really remember if I bought that day one, but I'm sure we did. And then bought the DLC. And I think I didn't beat all the DLC, especially the one where you're playing. I forget who the fuck you were playing as, but like all you
Chris?
could do is fucking like melee.
Oh. Yeah, right.
I think
Who
you were
was
playing as
it?
one of like the people. I think you were playing as like Jack or something.
yeah, like the one of the fucking brothers or whatever.
Yeah.
The Hillbilly effect. Yeah. They said the DLC for fucking 8 has third person mode.
Yeah.
I
They have
never went
that
back to
in.
play it or whatever. I never played as the daughter of Ethan Winters, Rose. I never played her DLC. I just
Same.
saw
I'm just waiting for it to go like crazy on sale, then I was gonna buy it.
no.
I bought the game day one, so I was just like, I'll get your DLC when it's cheap.
Wait later.
No. I don't know. I mean, if you get it, Devin, I'll probably play it, but I'm kind of not excited for.
I mean, we just have to see what it's gonna play like. It's probably not even gonna come up to like 2020. 2026 at the earliest, but most likely 2027 if we're like being fucking honest. If they can't even show us anything or tell us anything other than like they're giving us less information than they like for the next Elder Scrolls. At least Elder Scrolls they had a CG fucking trailer just to show us for us like a little of mountains, but like you can't tell us anything about this game. Like so it's like
Yeah. I don't know.
so it's a ways away. So I mean who knows? Like
Definitely.
they could come out and be like it's third person and it's kind of like plays like Resident Evil 4 and you'd be like holy shit, now I'm super pumped. So
Speaking of
Well, probably not.
games, but
When we
speaking of
playing, it's
games that are
probably
ways
Grand
away,
Theft.
speaking of games that are ways away, the next Grand Theft Auto is a ways away, right? Well, you guys liked GTA 5, didn't you? Would you have played more if there was story DLC?
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I think it wasn't like all of GTA 4's DLC like fucking goated too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Lost and Damned,
Delegate Tony
Especially the
and
Ballet Gay Tony was like the
Ballad of
best
Gay
one,
Tony.
right?
Sorry. Yeah. So according to a former Rockstar dev, they were gonna have GTA 5 story DLC, but GTA Online was just so popular that they just never did it. that's just the gist of it. GTA Online is making so much money that they just said, yeah, you know what, we're just gonna focus on GTA Online.
Fuck 'em. It's crazy. What if they just made like a crazy story for online, like they do already? Oh.
I mean,
they fucking killed Red Dead Online because GTA was making so much money. So like it doesn't like it's kind of like it doesn't shock me that is a story that's come out because they stopped supporting Red Dead Online because of basically the same thing. It's because GTA was their cash cow. So they're like, why are we wasting resources? Let's
Yeah, it's just
just
it felt like the multiplayer for fucking Red Dead is so fucking dull as shit.
you know that
because
first
it came
Red
out.
Dead Redemption on like the Red Dead Redemption game, the first one, or I guess the second one, I don't know.
Yeah,
It had the
the new
online. I played a lot of that Red Dead Redemption online. Like I played a lot of it to the point where like I got almost every achievement except for there's like a poker achievement, and I think I had to like level up all the way or something, or I had to level up. Basically, it was like a prestige thing or something. I think I had to do that. I only had 2 more achievements in Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yeah, so I had fun because again I played during high school, so I was playing with my buddies. But like Red Dead Redemption 2, the multiplayer, I think is
That
fucking
was not that
stupid as
good.
shit.
I don't know. I tried to
Well,
And
play it,
then
and I
like
wasn't
people
having
would
as much
even try
fun.
to role play, like do like the GTA role play servers. And I think they try to do Red Dead, and it was just so boring as fuck.
yeah. Well, like, yeah, it just came out underbaked, kind of like how I mean GTA Online when it first came out, like, wasn't very good, but like to the point where it's at now, it is really good. So the people are like, why am I gonna wait to play this when I can just
Honestly,
play the good version?
I don't think it was just about like how good it was or anything. I think the reason Red Dead Online for Red Dead 2 died was that like oh, the fun, like the most fun shit in GTA Online involves stuff that you can't do in Red Dead, and like
Yeah,
in that setting. Like you can't have jets and jetpacks and cars and stuff in a Red Dead Redemption game online unless you're like, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna do that. And like
yeah, we're gonna have
that's
a different horse. Here's a horse. Here's another horse.
I
Like
think
okay,
that's what it
here's a
is.
carriage. It's like nobody fucking cares. Like it's just I don't know, dude. It's just dumb as shit. And then the auto aim with shit, it just makes even online multiplayer like for Red Dead and GTA fucking stupid as shit. Because
That
when
that
you just
honestly
aim the
doesn't
gun and
matter
oh
to
my god, aim just
people
off
though.
fucking head.
I don't think that's what matters.
I can
Like
play
I said,
TDM
it's the
when
stupid
you do
stuff
that shit.
that you could do. It's the stupid stuff that you could do. Like I don't know if Red Dead Online was into it, but like if they did heists in Red Dead Online, like look at the kind of heists you can do in GTA Online that like would not be possible in a Western setting for Red Dead Online.
You
Like
do just fucking rob a bank, just get the carriage and shit like that and be outlaws and shit. And then maybe
uh,
you get like fucking players that are like good guys or some shit, like with good karma or some shit like that.
You
It'd
could
be
try to like rob a
good people
train, like I don't
that
know.
rob trains and shit. I mean, nuts. But again, we'll never know because I think they just canceled it, so they don't really care. Because like, who buys like whatever the fucking cards for their multiplayer online for Red Dead 2? Like, nobody fucking cares. Yeah, like, oh, dude, hey, Devin, I just got my new fucking horse. Like, who fucking cares?
that's exactly like
Yeah, with
you
a
can.
car, you're like, oh, look at this bad boy that's fucking bulletproof fucking tires and windows and shit, dude. And it fucking flies. Like, holy shit, that's nuts. Like, if fucking horses can fly in Red Dead 2, yeah, sure. I'll fucking play.
I mean, I would definitely
I mean,
fucking play
I mean,
that.
if they made an Undead Nightmare 2, they get to put unicorns in, and then fucking you got flying horses.
See, like, and then right there, boom. I think about everything. I would have fucking played sure for Red Dead Redemption fucking zombie shit. That shit was fun as fuck.
So okay, so yeah, the report again, or not just this former Rockstar dev saying that, but there were reports before that like they were planning on doing the DLC or story DLC, and I remember there was reports that like they were supposed to do one for each character. I guess kind of like how I guess what they kind of did with GTA 4 with like, oh, here's characters that all connect or whatever. Although obviously the connection is obviously more apparent in GTA 5. Um, so I don't know. I mean, like if they had ended up doing that, what would you guys want to see a specific character or like a new character or just anything? I don't know. Or maybe like a
Uh,
returning character.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like maybe you could have like foreshadowed the new characters that you're making, and somehow like they're in GTA 5, like the new ones that they're doing, like the Bonnie and Clyde thing that they're doing. I don't know. So who knows? But that would have been kind of cool if they had just showed up as like a quick cameo, and you're like, oh shit, there's
Like here on the radio or something like that.
or something. I don't know. But no, just even seeing just having just more story with the characters, because I mean Trevor's a fucking psychopath, so that'd have been cool.
Yeah. Honestly, I would play a game of just him. If they were like,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna do it. Well, actually, wait, wasn't that one of the reports? Is that they were gonna have a DLC based on him, and it was like gonna have like spy elements or some shit like that.
I think they're gonna have fucking CJ come out from San Andreas.
Well, okay,
Kind of
so
like
no,
pop
I don't
up.
know if they would have done something like that because like apparently like San Andreas is like a different like timeline or something to GTA 5. Like I think it's GTA 1 and 2 are their own timeline. Then GTA 3, oh crap, San Andreas and oh shit, what is it called? The one set in the Miami town. Why am I forgetting what it's called? Vice City.
All
Like
right.
Vice City, yeah, those are all their own like timeline. And then GTA 4 and 5 are like the HD timeline or something like that. Something like that. So having like a character from San
Well, the
Andreas
thing
or
is,
any of
if you
those
did,
games.
well, the thing is, like, fucking, San Andreas took place. It looks like I looked it up. It was like in the fucking 90s, early 90s. That's when he fucking would have happened. So he actually joined in fucking GTA 5. He would have been like in his fucking almost 50s,
No,
like your age essentially.
well, no. What? Oh my god, no, that's what I'm telling you. His character doesn't exist in the timeline. Period. Like at all. It's like completely separate realities. From it's GTA 4 and 5. So if a character were to show
There's
up,
no, there's no
it would.
multiverse in GTA. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my! I mean, that's basically what it is. I mean, they did have a show up. They did have a character show up from GTA 4 in GTA 5. The Packy character, is that what it was? He was like I think the brother of in one of the endings where like she's the love interest of Nico. She gets killed. I think
Mhm.
he's the brother or something. He shows up as like one of the guys you can use in the heists. So I mean
Oh,
that's
okay.
kind of cool.
I think I saw like a reference. Yeah,
I mean, there's
I
that,
was a
but
little. Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised. Like GTA 4 is like still like in the same time era as 5.
no, you're not paying attention to
But
me.
how the fuck you say these are references to GTA 4 and GTA
No.
5? How do you say those are
So
different timelines if they
again,
fucking reference
okay,
each other?
okay, again, again. GTA 1 and 2 are their own timeline. Then it's GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas are another separate timeline. Then GTA 4 and 5 are their own separate timeline from those games. It's three different timelines. I don't know
They're
anything
different
about like
timelines, but yet they talk about the reference of Nico Bellic in 5.
yes, because GTA 4 is part of the HD timeline with 5.
I mean, fuck this multiverse fucking bullshit, dude.
That's what I'm
I'm tired of
telling
that
you.
shit,
That's
bro.
what it is. That's what they have. Like I think if you
It's fucking
go on
late
like
against shit, bro. Like, oh, fucking whatever. It's just like, oh, it's too
if
many games now. It's all connected. No, that's fucking let's do Zelda bullshit, dude. Like, okay,
well, that's something else. I don't know.
fucking Kingdom Hearts crap. All those fucking stories and shit everywhere. Just like
I
makes
like
me.
I
the I like the idea with Zelda that it's like a person. It's like people around like a campfire, essentially, like telling a story.
oh what people
And
said
like,
like it's the same story being told over and over, but just other people's
yeah,
interpretations. Yeah, I
yeah,
kind of wish that would be like what it was.
canon.
Like that's the canon. It's like no, this is just the same story over and over. It's just other people's like this is their
Kind of like
interpretation
Interpretation. Like
of
like
it.
that's why
somebody's
like
like,
it's cartoony sometimes, and that's why.
Yeah.
that'd be kind of cool. Actually, that is actually pretty cool shit.
Yeah,
Well, see,
that was like the
that would
fan
work.
theory for a while.
Yeah, that would. Well, that was before. Yeah, they made the official like timeline. That would work so much better than like, oh yeah, we have like an actual timeline now. Like, cause there's been so many games that like to do that. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you have to like, cause especially now, like with every game that's come out, you have to constantly like, okay, so this is in this timeline, and this is this, and this is that. I'm like, that's a lot to go through, but
And you know, you got people fucking waiting to like wrong. That doesn't make any sense. You're like, okay,
well, because like because then you
shit,
get
bro.
games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom that they're like, oh yeah, it's set at the end of the timeline. It's like, okay, which timeline? And then it's like, oh, but this game
Yeah.
like has elements from this timeline and elements from this time. Like I could get into it. Like obviously you guys are not as big as Zelda fans as me, so when it comes to this
No,
stuff,
Link's
like
name is fucking Link, dude. Okay.
let's link. Well, no,
Big name.
because like so there's like here we go. So there's the Zoras, which are fish people. You know, the fish
Yeah.
people but like in the Downfall timeline, they're more monstrous. But and then the what is it, the Child timeline, they're more human like or whatever, the ones that you see from like Ocarina of Time. And then like in the other timeline, they don't exist anymore. They became the bird people, stuff like that. So like when you go into a game like Breath of the Wild where the Zora exists, but also the Rudo exist, which what they're supposed to have become, it's like, wait, so if it's at the end of this timeline, the Zora doesn't exist. But if it's at the end of this timeline, the Rudo doesn't. You see what I mean? I know I'm speaking a whole other fucking language to you.
Like that's just fucking way too fucking much, bro. And that's just. I think that's just like way you gotta like really like when you make a new just another game to like also fucking incorporate some fucking timeline shit, and then you can't make it like contradict itself or some shit like that.
I think that's the problem with they. Honestly, they probably like with stuff, you know, with games like that, with franchises like that, it makes because that's the thing. You don't get that with Mario. Nobody asks what's the timeline. Like, is this
Right.
set in the Bowser Downfall timeline, or
Yeah.
you don't get that with Mario? Obviously, you don't get that with like franchises like Final Fantasy because those are supposed to be new games all the time, except for when it's like Final Fantasy X-2 and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Timelines can in video games can be kind of wonky in how they go about things, but I don't know. Yeah, GTA has its own weird timeline shit. Whatever. All right, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about this one. I didn't even realize I somehow forgot about this. There was gonna be a Horizon Zero Dawn show. Whoop-de-doo. I don't fucking care. I think it was supposed to be on Netflix. I forgot where they were gonna have it, but it looks like it's canceled now because the showrunner they had, his toxic behavior became apparently too much, and they ended up going with just I guess canceling it. It was the guy, what's his name, Steve Blackman, the Umbrella Academy. That's the show he was. I guess he was the showrunner for that. Yeah, and Netflix is they're just basically not moving forward. Okay, the show isn't straight out canceled. Netflix is just not going to do the show. Maybe it ends up on like Amazon or Hulu or whatever. Yeah, something else. Netflix is like I shouldn't say it's canceled. Netflix is not moving forward with it because of like I said, supposedly his toxic behavior. Let me look it up. His toxic, bullying, manipulative, and retaliatory behavior. So yeah.
That's pretty cringe.
I mean, I don't know. I don't care about this. I don't care about the Horizon Zero Dawn games.
Yeah, I never played them.
Yeah. I played like maybe a couple hours of the first one, and I'm just like, okay, this is just fucking Assassin's Creed. Like
with robots.
With robots, robot dinosaurs. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't care about that franchise at all. The fact that it's such a beloved franchise really makes me feel like just out of touch with everything. But I mean, I think
it's gonna start getting another live action anime, so they're like, "Fuck this Zero Horizon Dawn crap."
I don't know.
Bring out Cowboy Bebop season 2.
Oh God. But I mean, this is just like that growing. This is the growing trend. Like they're, making more and more video game stuff, movies, shows. I'm still waiting on a fucking announcement of when the Gears movie will come out and the anime they said that they're gonna have. But whatever. Fuck me, I guess. So I don't know. Is this a big loss to you guys? The Horizon Zero Dawn show,
No.
right?
No, not really.
Like, yeah, I couldn't wait to see
We're still
more.
getting the God of War movie, so or show.
Wait, is it a movie or a show? Yeah, and that's Amazon,
Show,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
If anything, that one's most. I think Amazon with their with the with their recent not recent, but like their adaptations, for the most part, have been well received. You know, I say most part. Obviously, Rings of Power has not been. That's the odd one out. But the boys, everyone except for maybe this past season, some people have been
This
falling out of
past
love.
season's just been mid.
I,
It's not great. It's just
it's just
okay.
it seems like a filler. Like they're just kind of spinning the wheels. Like it's so funny because I've been watching it, um, the season, and a lot of people, like I see it online, people are like, oh, like a big backlash was like they're making fun of right wing people, or people who complain about woke stuff. I'm like, the show's always been doing that. The show has always like made fun of that kind of stuff, but it's also made fun of the other side. Like there's there's that episode of the season where they're doing like the whole like, oh, these are the movies we're gonna have, and this and that, and then they're like, oh, here's our new initiative for minorities, Black at It. I'm like, they're making fun of like the corporations that do stuff like that, like, oh yeah, we're gonna have our pride profile pictures, and here's this and that. But also making fun of the people who eat that shit up. Like, yeah, like the crowd was all excited, like, oh yeah, here's our initiative for minorities in entertainment, Black at It, and the crowd like eating that shit up and enjoying it. They make fun of both sides, so I don't understand that backlash. That's stupid. Maybe it's a
Yeah.
little too, what's the word, like maybe too like a little too far in making fun of these things, but I don't know. I think just that's not the issue with this season. It's like I said, I think they're spinning their wheels. I don't.
It feels like because like season 5 is their last one, so it feels like kind of this is just like setting everything up for season 5. Like they've already said season 5 they're done, so I think they're just kind of I don't know.
Well, because
So
like that's
yeah,
the thing. What
What
is the
about Gen V
story?
though?
What?
What about Gen V? Aren't they tied together as well?
yeah, but I mean it's not like
So
With that
it's
ending.
I mean, it's tied together, but it also seems like, I don't know, like what they set up in Gen V's kind of already got swept under the rug a bit.
Okay, I haven't seen any of the new season right now.
I mean, it still
Uh,
seems like it's gonna play a part, but like it also seems like maybe not. I don't know.
they could easily just not interconnect. It could just be like a Fear the Walking
their
Dead and
own.
Walking Dead situation where like they don't really connect.
It's like just
Yeah.
a random little. Oh, it's just still.
Yeah, and one of like
You're in
and
the
one of the
same place,
actors,
doing their own thing.
yeah, and one of
Yeah,
the
the
actors in Gen V
other,
died in like a motorcycle accident or something like that.
yeah.
So
And they're not gonna recast him either.
yeah,
So I wonder how that's gonna go.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
it just sucks, bro. 'Cause I kind of like them in the show too.
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, doesn't look like we're getting. Yeah, I mean,
maybe it'll fucking be great the last couple episodes, but we'll see.
yeah, yeah, because there's two more episodes, right? That's
Mhm.
yeah, that's the boys. But as for Horizon, like I don't know. Do you guys think it's dead, or you think?
Probably is. I mean, like, and it's fine. I mean, like, not everything needs to be made in. Not every video game needs to be made into a movie or TV show. It's okay that we're not getting like that media. Like, it's fine. Not everything needs to be made. Like I said, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like we'll survive somehow.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Like I feel like I'd rather have like a big fucking blockbuster movie for Horizon Zero Dawn because I feel like you can kind of do shit like a fucking Avatar, you know, But for Zero Dawn, or like the big open world, like explore the whole fucking thing, make it look gorgeous with the giant fucking mech dinosaur shit. That'd be nuts. But like a Netflix movie,
A Netflix movie, I think, would have
I'm
been.
not saying I'm not saying like
This is
it's
supposed to be a
not that
show.
bad either.
I think it would have
No,
been
I mean a
better.
Netflix show, but I feel like the movie would. I think you get your shit done in like 2 hours for a fucking Zero Horizon Dawn movie, like thing. I don't need you don't need to fucking expand fucking 10 episodes or some shit for this fucking story. That
Yeah, I
feels like a
think a
good like
movie
it's
would have been better.
kind of like this, like the one that should have probably been a show, probably Assassin's Creed should have been more of a show than the movie because it's just that has way too many fucking moving parts and shit like that for just explain something in 2 hours. Hell no. That's in my opinion.
No, you're not wrong. Like, what
Because it's
they.
just like quick to the point, Like that's what I felt like kind of the game, very linear. You think, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so I think the Horizon show is probably like dead in the water now. Like it's I just don't see.
Who cares?
Huh?
I said, who cares? It's like at
Oh,
this point, like who cares?
I
Yeah.
just don't see like a path forward for it. I mean, like I said earlier, it's possible another like service is like, you know what, fuck it, we'll do it. But I mean, is it worth the risk? Would be, I guess, the more like, well, I don't know, because I didn't see anything in it like that that they were firing the showrunner or anything. So that's just why Netflix doesn't seem to be moving forward with it. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna fire the dude that's like an Umbrella Academy. Fuck no. Doing that shit, They probably like, yeah, fuck it. Probably have too many projects or some shit.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Like maybe they work on the gear shit, Maybe that's why they can't like fucking do anything with this shit.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. We'll stay within the PlayStation realm. They just wait. These are a new thing, huh? So they announced these new figures they're going to be releasing called the Shapes Collection. It's going to obviously be like characters from Horizon and God of War and everything, which I think is a little weird that they're doing this because didn't they do something similar? Or was it PlayStation? Maybe it was a different company. They had those one, what are they called? Totakus or some shit? That's what it was, right? And there
You
was like
might
a,
be right. I don't
yeah.
know.
I have one
You're
from,
probably right.
I have the one from Bloodborne. But they did other, I think they had like a Halo one. So it might not have been like a PlayStation or Sony thing. But yeah, so if you're a collector, and you really like PlayStation, I mean, Devin, you probably might be more into getting a God of War one, right?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm kind of running out of space of stuff to get, so I got to be kind of selective on the shit I buy. But we'll see price and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, they're definitely having God of War. They have him and Atreus in their little uh, Kratos and Atreus. That's also Ghost of Tsushima and shit. I forgot Ghost of Tsushima was a thing. Oh, JJ, you excited about any kind of, you know,
Um, not really. It's cool, but not really. Not my cup of tea, Doug.
yeah, I think I'd be more into yeah, getting like a God of War thing. But although I'm not a big, I mean, I liked God of War, uh, you know, God of War Ragnarok and God of War. Oh my God, I forgot when it came out. 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those games for well enough, but I'm obviously more of a God of War 1, 2, 3 Ascension all those other ones. You know what's funny actually? I saw this comment recently about Sony. Someone saying how they take risks. Sony, like with the PlayStation stuff. Specifically, like what company would turn one of their franchises into basically a whole new type of genre or whatever, referring to God of War. I'm like, they turned it into a third-person action adventure game, like the rest of their games.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They're like,
that's
The Last of Us is really successful, so then they just
let's
turned it
just
into
make
Last of Us.
every game. Let's just make every game a third-person action adventure game. Maybe this one has RPG elements. Maybe this one's more open world. But I'm like, if anything, they're the least risk-averse company now.
Mm-hmm.
Their big franchises are all third-person action games, like all of them.
Yeah, all their fucking first person shit is kind of
Yeah,
dumb, like Killzone Resistance and
the
shit.
two new God of War games, third-person action. Uncharted is a third-person action game. Last of Us, Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghosts.
Like
They
it
had
was
Little Big
funny.
Planet, but then no, it's dead though. But
That's kind of dead. Hell, even though I'm excited for it, Astrobot's a third-person platformer. That's could technically be considered third-person action game. Like they don't make PlayStation doesn't come out with other types of games. That was another thing too. Is they were saying like
they have Gran Turismo. There's that one. They're a racing game
that was
that
another
comes
thing
out every
too.
like what 5 years.
Third person.
Third person.
It's a
Nah,
third.
dude, I go
It's a
first person, bro. I
third-person
got my
action
fucking car
racing
race.
game.
RPG
They,
element, bro.
actually too, when they were talking
Technically,
about
you
that,
upgrade your car, bro. You race, you upgrade your car. It's kind of you role playing as a racetrack.
but also too when they were talking about like what company would risk changing the what do you call it, like the type of genre for their games. They also talked about like what company would uh would allow their development studio to not go, not continue making games in their cash cow and make a whole new IP, but in reference to Guerrilla Games. I'm like, again, they stopped making first-person shooters because they were the Killzone people, and they went with a third-person action game. Like, it's not really
I
risk
would laugh.
averse.
It's like they're fucking that. Like one of the IPs they're working on is a Killzone for VR. They're like, yeah, it's like let's limit the audience. And like, why is there not games selling, dude? Why not?
I bought that Killzone Shadowfall. I don't know, like maybe like 2-3 years after the PlayStation 4 came out. It wasn't bad. I liked it.
I played the multiplayer on that one.
Yeah,
I bought it when they're like targeting a buy two get one free, or like right when the consoles came out. It's like shit, why not, bro? You get three.
yeah. I don't know. I
I don't think I
liked the
beat the story.
Killzone
Though.
games. So.
I just played multiplayer. Not bad.
That's the thing. They
But
need
then
it.
everybody jumped to
They
Battlefield.
need PlayStation does need it. They need like a fucking some kind of multiplayer online game. Doesn't like whether the fans think so or not. They they need something because their games are all this. It's just single player third person action games. There's a reason I play on Xbox more. I like playing online, with like you guys and stuff, but I also like playing against people. I may be bad, but I am the beast with the least. But like, I still want to play
It's
online.
true, like with the Gears, third person action, and But we have a shooter, Gears.
It's a
Like,
shooter. Yeah, it's a third
we play
person
other
game.
we can play
But
like
the thing is,
other like Halo, another person shooter.
you know what's funny? Because
But
like, yeah, Xbox always had that. Like, it was just the console if you wanted shooters. But like, they are starting to branch out now. Like, you're gonna have RPGs. Although there's gonna be a lot of RPGs when it comes to Xbox. We got Fable coming up. We've had Starfield. We're gonna have Avowed. What was the name? It's by Obsidian, but it was another space RPG. What was it called?
Outer
Outer
Worlds.
Worlds. Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds. Yes. Obviously, Fallout and Elden Ring, Elder Scrolls. Like, there's gonna be a lot of like RPGs that are or there are a lot of RPGs that are in the Microsoft house. It's kind of weird now.
You're kind of weird.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next thing. Exo Primal. Did you guys ever play it? That
I
was
played
from
it.
Capcom.
I played it at the very start, and that was
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
it.
it was on GamePass. I thought it was a cool concept. It was really cool.
So yeah,
It's three. It's a three-person.
they just announced no more content coming to it. They are now, I guess, officially done with that game. They'll probably. I didn't see anything about it, them keeping it going. Most likely that's what they're gonna do, but they're just not gonna release anything else. Maybe they're gonna
Yeah, they'll
come out
just
with another
update the
one.
servers
Yeah,
or
but
keep the servers going.
yeah. So yeah, uh, it does kind of like when you look at it, like that kind of sucks that that's happening. But I mean,
It felt like it came out and that was it. Like, okay,
yeah,
anyway, let's
like
play the games again.
it came and went, right? Like, I mean, yeah, I played
Title
it.
your sex tape.
Yeah, title of my sex tape. I mean, yeah, I played when the game came out for like maybe a couple days, but I did not play past that. Um,
Yeah,
and I'd never heard about anything. I think there was like a what do you call it? There was like a crossover, right? I think that's about it with like Mega Man. But I don't think I heard about anything else when it came to that game. Yeah, you yeah, like you said, JJ, it came and went. It was just a blip. That was it. So
yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
The concept was kind of interesting. Kind of have your healer DPS tank kind of shit, belong to killing dinosaurs, like hordes of dinosaurs. But they just didn't hook people. Even being on Game Pass.
Yeah, I wonder if that maybe like hurt it a bit, or not hurt it, but like helped, but then hurt it that it was on Game Pass. Like that probably helped its initial numbers, but then it's just like, yeah, it's just a game that's there, and then that's it. Like you could try it if you want. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like anything that maybe could have probably helped the game, but probably nothing, right? Like it just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, like, if they saying they added content, like, I had no idea they were even adding content. I honestly thought it came out and that was fucking it. Like, I don't know. So, I feel like it's on them
Yeah,
for not advertising or something. I don't know. Because, like, I mean, I go to, like, IGN and other gaming websites pretty regularly. And, like, I don't know, make a big stink, pay them to, like, promote that you have like a new season or a new content patch coming out. I had no idea that they even like were making new content.
well, they kind of messed up, I think, in that I swear I never saw like a Dino Crisis crossover, which like, come on, you know?
Yeah, it seems like a
Right, we
match
didn't
made in
get
heaven.
we didn't get Dino Crisis, but we got this.
Yeah, like I don't know. That seems like they should have done that. It's a fucking dinosaur game. You're fighting dinosaurs. Everyone wants a Dino Crisis game, a new one.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, like how Ubisoft just throws Sam Fisher into shit. They're like, "You guys want Splinter Cell? Well, here's a Sam Fisher skin."
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, fucking for real, dude. Ghost Recon, fucking Breakpoint, Sam Fisher. Wildlands, Sam Fisher. Fuck it. Oh, here's some people from fucking Siege. Like, okay, cool. No, Siege, Sam Fisher. Like, Jesus fuck, me. Yeah, when the content's getting stale, Sam Fisher. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know. So
What about a
yeah,
new Splinter Cell? Fuck no.
Mhm.
Let's put him in
They're
other
like,
games.
"Wait, what'd you say?"
Put him in other games besides Splinter Cell. Fuck.
You're like, "You want Division 3?"
With with playable characters, Sam Fisher. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be honest, I think they actually might be working on a Splinter Cell though. Like
Yeah,
that's
I
like
remember.
side.
it's so hilarious how like these companies have.
Yeah, the last Splinter Cell Blacklist was 2013.
Are you serious? 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. That's been a while.
I think we were talking about Ubisoft. They're like, we want to like have some really good new tech or like good ideas to make, and not just like have the same games repeated. He wants to have new gadgets and just a whole other fresh feeling to it. Like, it makes sense. Just kind of have different technology instead of just running the same thing over and over again. But conviction was super fucking nice though. I fucking love that one.
Not
It's
a lot
just
of people did.
nah,
I
apparently not.
mean, I I tried to play the
I like
Splinter Cell games, but I just didn't. I was more of a Metal Gear guy because you could just be like, you know what, fuck stealth. That I know that like because it was really mainly the first game that was like that. The other ones were more like, oh, you know what, fuck it, yeah, you can fuck up or whatever it was, right? But like, yeah, I didn't like having
Well,
to.
that's why, like, Conviction, the latest one. I mean, like, I feel like the latest Splinter Cell, you could like fuck up more and it would be okay. It's Hitman where it's like if you fuck up, you're done.
it's really hard to fucking recover. Like
I'm not a
super.
Hitman guy either.
I try to play Hitman like the new ones, but it's just nah.
Yeah, like it's a cool concept where like you can like if you have the patience to do it, or you can like kill people different ways. Like there's inventive ways that you can kill people, and it's that part of it I think is really cool. But
Yeah.
it's really unforgiving where you have to fucking. It's like if you get caught, you're just boned. And it's just like,
Yeah, restart that shit.
All right, let's move on to these last two things. They both have to do with Xbox. So, uh, starting in August, it looks like they're gonna start finally putting Activision games into Game Pass. First thing coming is what Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. This looks like it's gonna be the first thing. They have to be adding more, I would assume. So
No, for
I don't know.
that for sure. Like Spyro and all the other shit coming later.
So
yeah.
I
hell
wasn't sure
yeah,
that those ones came out.
are we thinking hell yeah? We
I mean, the problem is like I already own like
Yeah, it's like I already own that one. Like
well,
Spyro.
yeah.
no, okay. So obviously, yeah, like there's gonna be games that are already owned, but for me, I'm like, are we gonna start getting just straight up like all the Activision games now? Because
I mean, day one. Hopefully, that's the goal. If we're getting Call of Duty day one, why not give us everything day one?
well, yeah, there's that. I'm just more like saying hell yeah, as in like yeah, like okay, cool. For the games that we don't have, the games that we want to play, maybe I don't know. Obviously, Activision kind of turned into just a Call of Duty studio. But you know, mm, I'm trying to think of what.
Dude, I'm seriously traveling too. I'm like Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's why
Uh,
I'm struggling right now. I'm like, what else do they got? Well, you know what? Actually, I did see this past week. People are like speculating that maybe the Transformers games are going to come back. They've been put back onto the like you could search for them, like uh, which one was it? Fall of Cybertron and stuff like that.
War for Cybertron.
No. I didn't see that one. Just Fall.
Uh,
So I don't know about that one. There could be some wonky stuff maybe that could prevent that one specifically. But so I mean, if that's a possibility that we get those games back, that would be pretty cool. Like I would love to see those games make a return. Well, specifically, I do want War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron because, well, I mean, those games are great. Like, really, really great. It's kind of sad that we couldn't get more. We got like I mean, what was that one game that you and I played? Rise of the Dark Spark or something like that. Devin, remember?
Something like that. Yeah.
It was like we played a lot of the horde mode shit that they had.
Yeah, those
That one.
developers, I forget who, I mean, like High Moon Studios, I'm pretty sure it was. They got like absolved into
Well, yeah, they ended. It was High Moon. That was the problem with Activision is that they everybody just got like put into making Call of Duty. Shit, even fucking didn't Toys for Bob get turned into a support studio for Call of Duty and all that?
maybe, but now they're indie.
Well, now they're indie,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, that's been the big issue. That's why when me and JJ right now we're trying to think of like other Activision games, it's like, oh, wait, well, I mean,
Well,
we
well,
could
there's Tony. I was looking through the list. There's Tony Hawk as well.
own
Sekiro.
it.
Uh, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. King's Quest. Prototype.
I was
That'd
say
be dope.
Prototype, yeah, Prototype
That's a good
would
one.
be kind of cool.
Geometry Wars, baby.
Didn't I buy the fucking prototype
Bundle?
collection?
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I'm literally gonna go look right now.
Well, I'm not able to download it, so I'm assuming you didn't buy it.
Maybe I didn't then. So okay.
You're like one thing.
King's Quest.
So if they put that, I really like that.
Yeah.
I would like to play the Prototype games. I have thought about buying them, so. But if I don't have to buy
That I
them,
do. I've been wanting to play. I don't think I've beaten this. No, I think I beat the second one. I just never beat.
I never beat the first one. I played a lot of it, didn't beat it, and then the second one, I don't know, it just came out at the wrong time. I think there's too much doof.
oh, there goes your dog.
Yep.
I guess he's trying to get in on this. He's like, I would love to play some Prototype.
He's like,
Prototype, Skylanders, dude. Dad, give
he's
me
like,
Skylanders.
I think he was saying Paw Patrol. I don't know if Activision makes Paw Patrol games, but he's like Paw Patrol.
I mean, yeah, your dog looks like he would be a Paw Patrol fan.
Well, I mean, he kind of does look like the main character, Chase or whatever.
The fact that you know the name of a character. Well, no, never mind. You have kids.
Yeah, I have a kid. I'm
I'm
not.
like,
I'm not
the
like
fuck?
Doctor Disrespect, where I'm just like watching like kid shows for no reason.
Holy shit. God. Damn. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to this last thing now. We're staying in the realm of Xbox. I don't know. Did this affect you? I didn't even play that whole day. Xbox Live went down, a few days ago. I didn't notice. I wasn't online. I don't remember what I did.
I wasn't online. I think I wanted to get on to update something or something like that. I think it's for like downloading the Final Fantasy or something like that to like get the game essentially like added to my account, like linked the actual like Dawn Trail.
Yeah.
But other than that, that was it. I was like, okay, I just turned it off.
Yeah, it was during the day, so it's like it's not the worst. So it's like as long as it doesn't happen like during the nighttime, like it usually is not going to affect me. So since it happened in like the afternoon, morningish to afternoon, I'm like, who cares?
I think that's why I was just like, okay, it happened. Just like, oh, I didn't even notice. Because
it's not like we lost our personal information or anything, so whatever.
Like
I just wanted to.
like
I wanted to bring this up because there was like online. There was a lot of people. Oh, look at Microsoft can't even keep their servers going. I'm like, PlayStation
like Sony
goes
was
down
down for
sometimes
months,
too.
like years ago. Remember, like the time they were down for so long, they gave people free games because their fucking shit was so fucked. Yeah, they don't want to. The Sony family don't want to remember that.
I mean, come on, like, let's be real here. If it can be used as a negative thing against Xbox, like, it's gonna get used because whether people want to admit it or not, like the Xbox tax is real. Like, we got to be fucking real here. Like, if it could be a negative point toward Xbox, it's gonna be fucking pounded into the ground like a fucking porn star. Like, just boom, boom, boom. Like, it's because apparently too, the day before PlayStation was down, but you didn't. I don't remember hearing anything.
Like nobody bats an eye.
Yeah, nobody bets.
But
Exactly.
when Xbox goes down, everyone loses their minds.
When everybody loses their minds. Yeah, exactly.
I
I
don't know
don't
if you
know.
can hear my lip licking
I
my
heard the
lips.
lick. I heard the lick.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure.
Hear the what?
JJ did a little licking, like Joker.
Oh
Like
God, that's funny.
If I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna commit all the way.
You're like, I'm gonna go all the
Pretty
way.
pleasure.
my favorite part, just unrelated, just quick anecdote. My favorite part about that scene is where Two-Face like doesn't recognize Joker until he takes off like the mat, like his little nurse mask.
Oh, right? That shit
I
still.
know.
Every time I watch it,
Just
I
like goes
still
crazy.
laugh. I still
It's
laugh.
not like he's like. It's like he takes that little thing up.
He's looking
you
directly
need.
at him.
I'm like, you needed confirmation. Like this guy's got like white face paint on, and you're like, that might not be Joker. I just gotta
Like,
see.
yeah.
I gotta see his
Like,
lips
who is
first.
this right here? Who is this person right here? Takes the fucking face mask
Little
off.
COVID.
Yeah. That. Oh my god. Yeah. That's. Oh my god. That. No, dude. Yeah. That still makes me laugh every time I watch the movie. That. That's what he's like. Wait a minute. The Joker. It's you. It's like, come on, dude. You didn't notice him right off the bat. Like, oh, it's funny. That movie's still good. Don't that movie's great, but yeah, that's a funny thing right there. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay, Xbox went down. I guess that's it. I don't know. I got nothing else. Did you guys want to bring in anything?
Rumor Call of Duty might have Deadpool stuff. That's it, really.
That makes
I
sense.
saw
Got
that.
some skins.
They're
Makes
promoting
sense.
the
Yeah.
hell out of that movie.
Yeah, because I think they showed like that people data mine where people are doing executions on people, and a lot of them looked like Deadpool like animations where like he like laying down with the guy and kind of like the cover of the poster how he just sits there right on Deadpool 1 and 2. He'll like lay down like that and then shoot the guy in the face, or like taps the guy on the shoulder, turns around, does like put his finger over his mouth and just shoots the guy in the face or something like that.
I mean,
So,
like if they
there's
do
no like
that,
to
makes
look
sense
like.
though. Like
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense to, like, oh yeah, because
it'd be tough, dude. Because that skin's not gonna fucking transfer over to Black Ops 6. So it's gonna be very tough to fucking
yeah,
really sell that skin. It'll only work for Warzone. That's the only thing it'll work for. Well, Modern Warfare 3 and I guess 2, but then Warzone. That's the only thing would actually share skins with would be.
It's just gonna
Warzone
work
2,
in Warzone.
because everything just works together like that. So like, but I can't play my Deadpool or Wolverine or something like that. Supposedly those are the two that are going to be in the game. Maybe find out fucking nuts. I'm not gonna. I might buy the Deadpool skin. Dude, fuck me. Even though I said I'm not gonna buy any more fucking skins because
I mean, you're talking about it. I'm like, fuck. I might want to buy that. I might want to.
Yeah, you got katanas in the game. You probably have this fucking like melee weapon katanas and shit.
That sounds pretty. That sounds pretty cool.
Get his custom fucking pistol skins or some shit like that.
Yeah, man, I might be into getting like a Wolverine skin if they do that. I can't wait. I can't wait
We'll
for that
find
movie.
out. I think that last because it's supposed to be going to be in season 5 for Call of Duty. I think season 4 right now. It's almost. I think it ends at the end of the month. Like I think before the movie comes out. That'd be pretty big because they're doing movie titles like Godzilla and fucking Dune. So why wouldn't they want to do it with fucking Deadpool?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and it works more for Deadpool because of he's a gun user. Wouldn't make sense for like if we had like a Captain America, or maybe Captain America works, but like if there was like a I don't know what's the next Marvel movie that's gonna come out.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, no. Besides that,
that's the only one this year that they have.
Serious?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, they're pushed back a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they push back because I mean, like, then like in terms of like shows, I don't even know like if shows they have anything just because they're like, I
The
mean,
last show was was the one with Nick Fury, right?
yeah,
Secret Invasion.
Yeah, Secret Invasion. I thought that was the last
That
one
show sucked.
because like everybody's like saying like getting
or
so.
Echo, or Echo.
Oh,
I can't remember if it was
Echo came out.
Echo.
Yeah, Echo came out after that
Oh
one.
yeah, yeah.
That show sucked
That was
too.
the Native American, right? The Native
Yeah, well,
American.
like because now they're scaling back on the amount of because like of shows that they're green lighting and they're focusing more like they were just like because I think they were just like anything we put out it's just gold no matter what. Now they're like okay we got to scale back and put more effort. We can't just like it's not even
Shit
like
out stuff.
if you're putting banger like if there was an Elden Ring game released every year and they were as good or an expansion as good as Erdtree every year, no one would give a crap.
No one
like
would.
everyone would be like,
Hell
no
yeah,
one would
keep
give a
giving
crap.
me.
It's like the quality's crap. Like people are gonna be like, yeah, this is stupid. Like no one's gonna care if you put out good stuff. Like no one cares on the frequency.
That's
And if
true.
they do, then they're just bitching. Like, but like no one's bitching that like Erdtree came out and they're like, oh, it's just an expansion and we're not getting a new game. Like no one's saying a goddamn thing. They're like, oh, thank you so much for the new expansion.
No, yeah, that man, the Marvel.
So it's good that they're like, I mean, because I think they had shot some of the new Daredevil season, but then they were like, no, this sucks. And then they scrapped it and like they've redone it. And it's like starting from scratch essentially.
That's a fucking killer right there. If they
No,
I'm
but
trying
like,
to think
no, because from what it sounded like it was going to be shit. Like they were killing off like I'm blanking on his two friends' name from like the Netflix show. They were just gonna like kill off those guys, and like it did not sound like it was gonna be good. So like they've saved it from being crap.
I mean that just because like there was
Jessica
some
Jones.
stuff that sounded bad, and they're not doing it now.
But they're still making the show. But it
doesn't mean it's going to be good. Still, I mean, like, I don't know.
It was sounded like it was going to go in line with all the other recent Marvel shows like Echo and shit like that.
I don't know.
I thought like the next one was going to be like fucking. I thought Blade got also like restarted a little.
No,
bit,
it's not that Blade got restarted. Blade hasn't really like went into production really.
Blade's been like shelved for a while.
Well,
it's a different director.
They keep losing the directors. They keep losing the directors. Okay. I'm just like, how are you not able to like
make a badass vampire fucking slaying movie? Like, well, you got to probably tie into the MCU shit, all this.
So what if you have to tie it into the MCU?
Like
That's not an issue.
Like you just put that shit at the end of the credits, like all Marvel movies do, you know? Like, okay, like oh, that's how they connected because they so and so talks to so and so. Got it, you know? That's it. After the fucking 2.5 hours. Well, fantastic. I'm trying to really think the next one. Like Fantastic Four, Blade, Ironheart, The Secret Wars.
The Ironheart show apparently is not coming now.
Yeah. I think most Young Avengers stuff got canceled.
I think I saw that the Young Avengers, like, they were planning on doing that, and they're like, yeah, no, never mind. Look, there's a reason this show is, like, this shit has been, like, bad. Like, they're obviously, like, they're just shitting out stuff. Like, it became so formulaic to a certain point. But, like, they're also doing stuff where they're trying to, like, put these new characters that nobody wanted and try to make them, like, super important or whatever.
Yeah, like, it looks like the next movie that's coming out is Captain America: Brave New World in February of 2025.
February 2025.
That's a while.
Yeah, Fantastic Four is July 2025.
Okay.
Same as, I mean, it's same with Superman. Like, not really, but Superman's in July 2025 too.
Unpopular opinion, I really liked the DCEU. But I'm more of a DC guy, so there's a biasness there.
Are you the Batman show?
The one that's going to be on Netflix?
Batman, Netflix?
Batman, or I mean Amazon? Batman Cape Crusader? Talking about the new animated show, right?
Yeah, the animated one.
No, I'm excited for it because I like the person that's doing the show, Bruce Timm. This guy who did the original, like the Batman the Animated Series from the '90s. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's the same thing, but just now you can actually be more bloody because it's not a cartoon like for kids. But
yeah. I don't
well, I'm
like.
not saying like the show wasn't like really for kids, but like like you kind of know the kind of the audience a little bit. But now it's just like okay, this would be obviously for older people now. Let's get some more a little bit more gruesome
I don't like
blood and shooting.
the voice that the for Batman. Like he did, like they had that like announcement, like who's gonna be like doing voices in the show, and the the voice actor for Batman did his voice that he's gonna be doing. I kind of didn't like it, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be better once the show's going, and maybe like he develops it a little bit more. Because like that's the thing, you know how everyone is like the best Batman ever is Kevin Conroy. Like, and I'm pretty sure you guys are like,
That's
yeah,
just science.
huh?
That's just science.
But I mean, listen to his voice in the early episodes of that Batman the Animated Series. It's not that great. He kind of sounds like he's struggling a bit, and he's just like I don't know. It doesn't sound as good as it could as what it could have been
Well,
compared to, especially like once he's clearly got it going, and his voice became what it was. Like yeah, it just sounded too like raspy and whispery in those like early episodes of the show of the animated series. But so I don't know. Maybe the guy, I don't remember the guy's name or whatever, that's gonna be voicing Batman. Maybe if the show, God's willing, it gets more seasons, more than just one season. It keeps going. By the second, third season, he's found a groove, and like this is how he sounds, and it's a really good voice. So
this is how we
And we're getting
do
the
it.
Penguin show on Max coming
yeah,
up soon.
Oh yeah. I forgot I saw an ad for that. Like, oh, the penguins
you know
coming
who's
out.
a really good Batman voice actor who doesn't get a lot of love is Roger Craig Smith. Like he did that for the Arkham Origins game. He's a really good Batman voice. I don't know why he hasn't been used more. Also, another guy who did pretty good. Did you guys ever watch the Agents of Shield show?
Nope.
I stopped after a little while. I was like, this is not very good.
I don't remember the name of the guy. Actually, it might have been Roger Craig Smith, but he played like they went into at one point they went into like this like Matrix style like thing or whatever. It was a computer world or whatever. Um, and this guy plays like a Captain America equivalent. He voiced Batman in some things. He's a pretty good voice. I gotta look it up what his name was and everything, but he has a pretty good voice. I liked his voice. Um, yeah.
You like my voice?
I don't know. Give me your best Batman voice. Say I'm
I'm
Batman.
Batman.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I don't know.
I'm Batman.
I'm trying to think if what other voice actors, but I don't know. Actually, you know who was pretty good too in that? It was for the Dark Knight Returns, like animated movies. The guy who he played RoboCop in the, he played RoboCop. I don't
The
remember.
original?
Huh?
The original?
Well, the RoboCop movie. He was RoboCop. I don't remember the actor's name, but
And the original, not the fucking new one, right?
oh yeah, no, that's right. There was a remake, huh?
Yeah.
That's is that good that I forgot about the remake? Yeah, the original, the original movies. The actor who played RoboCop did the Dark Knight Returns voice. Uh, he's pretty good. I liked him. He's also in Sons of Anarchy. That's like he played a character in Sons of Anarchy. Played a cop, like a retired cop who was corrupt or whatever. Devin, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Drawing a blank.
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of the name.
Yeah. Oh wow. Actually, I think he might have done the voice for the RoboCop video game.
Was he RoboCop, the voice of RoboCop in MK11?
It's possible. I don't know. He's got a very distinct voice. I'd have to hear it. But
Dead or alive? You're coming with me.
yeah,
Right?
I know. I don't know. We're obviously starting to spin our wheels, so let's go ahead and end this. All right. Again, I think this was episode 21, right? Again, old enough to drink.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, obviously we're ending strong. Yeah, I've been your host, 2B's to Kill You. Devin, JJ, go ahead and sign off.
Peace out.
See you, nerds.
All right. So until next time, we'll catch you guys later.